A developing story right now.
Jury selection in Arapahoe County begins tomorrow in the Aurora theater shooting case, and with a pool of 9,000 possible jurors, 7 News is asking what types of questions they'll face.
7 News reporter Lance Hernandez looking into this process. And Lance, selecting jurors for this case is more complex than most trials.
Eric, and this is a case that involves mass murder and a claim of insanity. It's also a death penalty case. Now, potential jurors will be given a questionnaire as the first step in the selection process. I asked today, what kinds of questions might it contain?
If you don't believe in the death penalty, you won't end up on this jury.
Criminal defense attorney and legal analyst Dan Recht says the death penalty will be one of the main questions on the questionnaire. Other questions might include whether prospective jurors have a bias or prejudice from an event in their life having to do with murder, assault, sanity, or insanity. If so,
well, then the judge would bring them in and ask them a more pointed question. Well, tell us about that, the judge would say. Or who was it, or how close was that person to you?
Recht says the goal is to determine whether the prospective juror can be fair and impartial in this case. He says the defense is looking for people who are reluctant to be jurors or who take it very seriously.
And those are the kind of people that will more likely follow the law, more likely be willing to look closely at whether the prosecution has proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt.
What kind of people will prosecutors look for? Recht says law and order types.
And the prosecution is looking for people that frankly are outraged by this case, but nevertheless say they can be fair and impartial.
Now, jurors will be called in groups twice a day to the Justice Center here to fill out that questionnaire to receive instructions. That process is expected to take several weeks. Then, selected jurors will be called back for questioning, individual questioning. That could take upward of 4 months. The final process, group questioning in court, only expected to take a couple of days. Now, the defendant, James Holmes, has pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity to the July 2012 shooting deaths of 12 people and injuring of 70 others. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. In Arapahoe County, Lance Hernandez, 7 News.